Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 148. My name is Meg and I will be your host. You're joining me here in Frederick, Maryland, where it is chilly, quite chilly, and a plane's going by if you can hear that. Yeah, it is chilly, which is good and bad, good and bad. I was melting a little bit last week, which I didn't love, but yeah, it's very chilly. We had 2 days of just like pouring rain. The puppy was very unpleased. And eventually that did stop and now we're just left with cold. I do hope that I can put on some of my knitwear today and just take the Pudge for a walk. I did go ahead and put her on our couch back here so that she will be cozy and comfy and quiet. That's the idea. I am drinking Bones Coffee Company. We're all shocked, I know. I'm not actually sponsored at all. I just love them. So in my Dogfish Head mug, this was a gift from Pat last year as a Christmas gift, and it has a matching ornament that matches this seal that's put on here. And Dogfish Head is one of our favorite breweries. And they also do some distilleries now as well. So if you are not allergic to peanuts and you like vodka, the peanut vodka is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, so good. And if you put it in, what was it? Oh, it was a peanut vodka, not a martini. Maybe it was a martini. It wasn't a margarita, obviously. That'd be weird. I think it was a martini, but it was delicious, and it was like a peanut butter cup, maybe. I can't remember. It's been ages since I've had one, clearly, but it was so good. So yes, I am enjoying my coffee. It is the caramel apple flavor, which I like to pair with the vanilla caramel creamer from Coffee Mate. I think that it gives it more flavor. I also brew this one stronger than I do my others, just because I feel like the flavor is very light, which is nice if you like light flavor. I guess apple, like truly apple coffee being really strong would not be that great. So yes, I am enjoying it with my vanilla caramel creamer. I'm trying to get all my sips in one. Yeah. My hair's getting so long. Do you see this? It's looking a little raggedy, to be fair. My, I think it was last week. Oh no, I have washed it since then. But like last week, I straightened my hair. And I just realized, 1, how dead my ends were. And 2, how long my hair had gotten. And 3, that the layers in my haircut are horrendous. I don't like them at all. So I will not be straightening my hair again. I will probably only be curling it. But I just left it natural and pinned it back today because I've got a lot to show you. I've been a busy bee. Up the top, we are hosting the Unicorn Cal 2020 as Nina and I from This Old Knit Podcast and Ine on Instagram. And she and I are just hosting a really relaxed knit along, and we're doing it on Instagram. It's hashtag UnicornCal2020. It's the hashtag that we're following. Of course, we're having a little bit of problems right now with the election. They have been holding new posts because they don't want people to spread false information, which I think is a good idea in principle, but my Unicorn Cal is getting really irritated. So there will be a proper amount of time. I think we're going till January. Moving on. Unicorn Cal 2020. Further, for the shop, I have been pulling back a little bit. I have gotten into grad school and will be quite busy come January, February, because I will be starting grad school. So I will be taking almost all, if not all, the yarn out of my shop for dyed to order. I do have a IKEA bag full of yarn that has been dyed up and not not bought because it's like a one-off, or it was slightly the wrong color, or it's a little more orange or a little more yellow than it should have been. And what I might do is take pretty photos of those and put them up because they're ready to ship. That would be easier to handle. I'm not sure how much time with homework, writing, drawing, things that I'll have to do. Yeah, so I don't know how much time I will actually have. I am hoping to just leave the patterns where they are. I do want to reiterate as I do that I do not agree with J.K. Rowling's beliefs. I am for the trans community. I am for trans rights. I hope that you do feel safe here, even though I have published Harry Potter patterns in the past. I have not and committed to not producing more for my shop, and I hope that that in some small way helps. But yes, so continuing. I think that's all the announcements. Yeah, I think that's all the announcements. So yes, I'm pulling back on the shop. I am pulling back on the designing. I am locking things down a little bit, and it's going to be more updates where I kind of get an idea of what people might want for something and then put up 10 in the shop, and that'll be that. And I really don't know how often they will be. So new adventure, very excited, but it's going to be a lot. And I just hope you'll all be good with that ride with me. Yeah, all those things. From there, I guess we can move right on into finished objects. Guys, I don't want to squeak too high because I think I'll push the pudge button. I washed and blocked this. It fits. I had him try it on for like 5 seconds. And really what I was worried about was the neckline. It fits him. It actually doesn't even look as tight as I thought it was going to look. Post-blocking, I think everything just relaxes. It's true. So I did a rinse and spin on my top wash, and then I laid it over my air dryer to dry, and everything just seems nice. And his sleeves looked really good. But my yeah, it'll be me and him. He's not this tall. Me and him at Christmas. Oh my goodness. And look at that drape. Like, look, it's like real nice. It like has some nice movement to it. I ended up taking out those stitches for the hip here, as requested. And things don't feel that lumpy. They don't feel too thick, which is really nice. You wouldn't even notice that my seams are not straight up and down under the arms because of that. I need to shift the pattern to the left or to the right a little bit. So yeah, I just, yes. Oh, so pretty. This is the thickest bit because it has the knitting underneath it, and then this white yarn was thicker than everything else. But yeah, so it's just softened all up. It's so nice. Pat likes his chunky tail. We had a good time. So if you can tell, there's some ends that I need to weave in. I also want to sew in a nice tag in the back. Definitely something that's not scratchy. I might not even sew it in the back of the neck because clearly you know what the front of the sweater is. Normally when I sew tags, it's for stuff like this that like are up kind of high and I can't tell which is the front and which is the back. So I might flip his inside a left or right hem up and put it in here. And I have some really nice leather ones that say like one of a kind or like you better wear this. And I think that would be really, really funny. But yeah, so it is all finished, not finished. It's finished. It's been washed and blocked and it's done being knit. So now I just have to weave in the ends, sew in the tag, and then put it in a safe place for December. So, oh my goodness. I couldn't be more pleased. I'm just thrilled. I really am so thrilled. And I do still want to make a Dynaroar pullover for myself. I do, but I did get distracted, which you know, because no, you don't know, because I didn't get that podcast up yet. Well, you will know that you will know that I've been casting on something new. And if you follow my Instagram, you do know it is my night owl sweater. So I'm going to put this aside now so that I can handle that later. And I will get my night owl out. Oh my gosh, no, never mind. I have another finished object. Where are my blockers? All right, and my next finished object is a pair of socks. Knit in my, what was my Trolley Witch colorway. I don't even think it's in the shop, so I don't have a new name for it as of yet. But yeah, in a Thanksgiving theme of colors, it has kind of like a wine color, and then some browns, some oranges, some lighter reds. And this is dyed in the same fashion that Snow Miser is dyed. That's actually what I was wearing the other day. And I have Cordial from Knit Picks in the heel towing cuff. This was a tube, and I wanted to turn them into socks for a while. So I did. And I split them in half and went ahead and started adding like toes. What I didn't realize is these are quite tall for me. If you see that, yeah, these are quite tall for me, which is okay. Actually, my Snow Miser ones are really tall too, because the tubes, obviously are knit a certain length. And then, I didn't really measure how long a foot and leg I wanted. I just flipped it in half, 50 gram skein. Now, I don't normally use a whole 50 gram skein because I stop my socks back here. So I would have this, you know, inch and plus from each of those. So I have my Molly Ollie here, so I can just lean on it. I have each of those left over. So yeah, I did Afterthought heels, which are really easy when you're cutting into tubes. 2x2 ribbing with a sewn bind off. The heel towing cuff I did on a US 1.5. And I did them all one at a time because that was easy. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how these came out. They're very cute. The foot looks so short compared to the heel for me. If you can, I'll stop giving you like vertigo over here. Yeah, it's just looks so short. Like that just does not look like a lot, but I did do a couple of rows, I think 3 rows at the toe before I decreased, just to give it a little bit more room, while watching Blood of Zeus. Super gory anime. If it were real live action, it's like Game of Thrones style. Gore, yeah. Well, not my favorite, but I do love mythology, so I have been just kind of going through that, and obviously as I'm knitting, as I'm knitting, I don't have to watch all of it. But yeah, very pretty. I love this one. I think in future might come back with a mini skein to match. Yeah, I really like them. So yes, these are done. And so I had red themes in my finished objects, which was pretty fun. Gypsy's gotten up. Now she's staring at something outside. I think it's a leaf. Gypsy, go lay down. Good girl. Best girl. Best girl. Good girl. Stay. Okay, from there, I was working, yeah, so I still got the little bit of mini here. Not a ton. So I will cake or ball that and weigh it. I'm not sure how much more I can get out of this. I do have, let's poke, Okay, bottom here. So there's 4 skeins of it right here. I intended to hold it with, let's poke, I think it's right here. All right, yeah, okay, underneath the orange. So these are mohair. There's 2 skeins of mohair here. Not enough to make a whole sweater, I know, but I thought it might be enough to do the body of the sweater and not do the sleeves in mohair. I'm not sure how that would look. Or if I alternated and I only did mohair every other row, like held it with my sock yarn every other row. So technically it would use half of it and I could double what I've got. I've debated trying to like, well, I looked on Knit Picks to see if they had like cordial basically in this. If I remember correctly, there was a purple and a really gorgeous navy blue that's hand painted. But if I needed 4 balls, it's like 40 bucks, a little bit more, which is expensive to add on to what is already a sweater's quantity. So I've just been a bit torn on that, but that is what that was originally for. So I've used this and I like using this. It, reminds me of my Hagrid colorway that is now mulled wine. So I could either just dye myself up a skein of that, or I could crack into one of these. Because I love this with most things that I like. I just use it on a ton of socks for pairing. It just looks so beautiful. So, like I like having it. I just don't want to not have it. I have another finished object. I have another finished object and I forgot because it's weird. This is it. Any guesses? It's a spatula. Fly swatter. It's a golf head cozy. Yeah. So the idea is that the golf club would slide in and the little, golf head will sit like that. And it does fit. I tried it on a 7 and it fit fine. There are several free patterns, or at least two, at least 2 free patterns on Ravelry that are for golf caddy hat things. I didn't listen to directions, obviously. Just kind of got the numbers and was like, cool. So I did a Turkish cast on and just worked my way down. So I have a flat little top, and they were doing it bottom up. So they started with the ribbing and then go there and they kind of finish it off like a hat where they get a little bit smaller. And I was like, oh, I didn't listen to directions. Whoopsies. So yeah, I could just follow directions next time. I knitted up in Tranquil. I think I'm gonna make my father-in-law a set of golf club covers in shades of blue, green, gray, and black. But like, I figured it didn't have to be the most boring blue, green, gray, and black, because this is like a really fun color. But I also think that it's, like not the craziest. So yeah, little golf caddy kind of sits like that in the golf thing. The ribbing does wonders. Honestly, you could do ribbing all the way up and it would just hug whatever you're putting into, but it just looks like a tiny baby sock at the same time to me, like this little like paddle of a foot. Like if you did these in yellow, they could kind of be duck feet. It just cracks me up. They're just really cute. All right, but yeah, so that was it. That was it, golf caddy. I knitted up in like at 2 hours maybe as I was doing stuff. My problem is I never know exactly how long it took me to do something because I am constantly picking up my phone, checking my email, checking in on the shop, checking in on the Ravelry email, checking in on the Ribbler, checking in on my YouTube comments. Like I constantly have my hand on my phone. It's not great, but it's true. So yes, oh, it's such a good color though. Look at it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah. So little golf head caddy, and I have my husband has a set here, so I am just going to be measuring off of those. And then I saw this really cool thing where they sewed or stitched the number on here, and what would be super cute and probably pretty easy would be to duplicate stitch it. Yeah, so I might, you know, knot it, duplicate stitch a 7, knot it again so that he will always know what number it goes back to. I think I might do that. But yeah, so that is number 3. Do I have any other surprises in here for myself? Jeez, like I've clearly forgotten about everything that I've done this week. I think that's everything. Okay, then we're moving on into whips. I will go with the sweater first. Knit out of my Black Lagoon colorway, which is here. It's a nice navy. And I'm holding it with my rustic base and a skein of mohair from Knit Picks Aloft in their white or cream color. Pretty sure it's just white. And it's going well. It's looks a little like this most times, which is, you know, so fun. But I should have, well, I didn't do anything else after I took the photo. I put it back on my smaller needles and then didn't knit it. I cast on some socks instead. I should have left it on the long cord so I could show you better, but here they are in all their fuzz glory. So the night owls, and they're very cute, and it's so subtle. I feel like a speckled yarn probably would have even shown it off better. But the rustic naps kind of get lost in the mohair. So I'm thinking you'd probably be better off with just a speckled yarn to create more depth in your owls. But yeah, they're super cute. Oh my goodness. I love them. I love them so much. Super cute. So I had at least that the last time. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so cute. So if you can picture it, I do have a cowl coming out. So it would be the owls like so going across the neck like so. Not working well. Kind of like this. I'll just throw in a photo my tester sent me over. Yeah. I am working on a US 7, I believe. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I told you already, but I'll tell you again. A 7, 4.5 millimeter. And I did find one of my owls. I got this one way back from Sugar Tots. She is a Canadian clay and bag maker. She might have yarn now too. But yeah, so this is a little white owl from her. And I thought they were like, obviously they're perfect. Because the contrast between blue and white for me, you know, I love my navy, but blue and white, so clear, so clean, so under control. Commercial. Yeah, no, they're super cute. I love them so much. But yeah, so there's gonna be a nice cowl. Again, mohair is expensive. I get it. There are different types of yarn that you can get, especially at, you know, Michael's, Joann's and such, that are fuzzy. There's also different, like there's like Surrey going on now. And yeah, there's different yarn that you can use, or you can use yarn that's like super tweedy, nubby, flecky. Like, oh, I bet I can find one. Give me a second. Like Knit Picks City Tweed DK in their snowshoe color. It's very soft, super soft. So yeah, definitely next to skin soft. And it's got all these fun little like textury things in there. Look at that. Just a little squish. Yeah, it's really fun. And this one, 5 to 7 needles, 5.5 stitches. It's really on gauge for what I'm going to ask. Again, a cowl, you can kind of like get yeah with Gage because it's a cowl. You just don't want it to be too small or else you won't be able to wear it. You'll be giving it to someone smaller. This is a hand wash dry flat. So definitely next to skin, probably not a child cowl. If they are going to be getting it dirty, you might be hand washing it. And this one's a merino wool, alpaca, and Donegal tweed. It's 123, which would give you 246, which is perfectly on par with the yarn I'm asking you to use. So even if you don't use this, if you use something that is about the same specs and weight as that, you should be pretty good. This is really, really cute. I forgot I owned these until I was talking to you. I can see the fluff just flying as I'm doing this, but yeah, so you can do it light on dark, dark on light. You can use something with more, you know, like variegation. Lots of options, but something along those lines would be fine. And yeah, so the night owl, it is not quite ready for testers. I'm still working on Gauge, and I still need to do all the measurements on like how much yarn you're gonna need, because I don't know. I need to math. And yeah, so not ready, but the cowl will probably be ready first. I do have, so coming up, oh, my pumpkin cowl was released. That's something I should announce, right? The pumpkin patch cowl, if you don't want to knit a whole sweater, but you love the motif, I got you. It is in cowl form and $1 off until Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving. And yeah, that's up on Etsy, Rabbler and Ribblery. Ravelry and Ribbler. There we go. I think I need another sip of coffee. What else? So yes, that cowl, but this cowl I'm also hoping to get out sometime in December, if not earlier. And then the mini Dino Roar is out. The adult Dino Roar is a December 1st aiming for, like, it's a soft deadline. Obviously I am hoping to give my testers enough time. Several have gotten really far along, if not finished. A few of them flew. I don't know how, but one tester, she knit hers and her son's, and they did a photo shoot like 2 weeks ago. It was brilliant and really impressive. So yes, that is another goal of mine, but at the moment the cowls are quicker to produce because they are smaller. Duh. So that is that at the moment. But I do love how it feels, and it feels pretty light still. I'm excited to, it's a little, not long, but it's longer than like a tight, it's not a tight armpit, should I say. So I'm excited. I have, I think 2 rows of blue and then a row of dots, and then I split. So I'm like really close to being able to try it on properly. And that is exciting. It's very exciting. Okay. So, I'm looking over here. I did go ahead and pick up the stitches for this sock. I feel like I've just been knitting nothing but toes. I get how Ashley, Nomadic Yarn, she's always just like, and then I have to knit more toes because she cranks half the socks that she knits. So I'm like, yeah, I was on like a toe parade because the heel is a toe when you do it in afterthought. So I just knit 4 toes and I feel like toed out. And then of course at one point I was knitting cuffs for days because I was knitting the cuffs for the socks and then I was knitting the cuffs on the sweater. Cuffs for days. But yeah, so this sweater has been a very nice break. Again, I do want to try a Dino Roar for Christmas, but I signed up for another test knit and I'm definitely not gonna have the time. So I think I'm just focusing on getting his out this year. I'll get mine next year. This Christmas kind of scrubbed anyway. It's not going to be a big, cute Christmas party, you know? Like, there's just not as much going on, which is fine and safe because it's what needs to happen at the moment, but a bit of a bummer, of course. We can all be very sad. So yeah, I'm thinking my birthday sweater will be the night owl, and I will be fun and cozy, and my purple hair, which needs a loving. I have like lavender right now. It looks better on camera than it does in person, I'm pretty sure. But look at that sheen. Actually, that doesn't look that bad, does it? Anyway, moving on. I have worked on that. I have finished that sock. And then I think this is Uniqueness in Fiber. She does this really cool little, see if I can pull it out. She puts her, yeah, Uniqueness with Fiber is the maker, and she made it out of beads. Cool, right? So Uniqueness with Fiber has done that, and then I am using, I honestly don't know what this red is. I think it's Knit Picks. It might be Current. It might be the same color as Pat's sweater. That's kind of what it looks like. So I think it's Knit Picks Stroll in the Current colorway, as in Currant, like the food, like berries, currant berries. And I have gone ahead and, last week I decided that the socks that I was knitting on weren't bringing me joy. And so I have yet to rip them back. I will. But I pulled out my Christmas color that I was hoping to work on. And this is Christmas Tree Farm from Nomadic Yarns. Pretty cool. A lot of fun colors. I was very excited about it. And then I cast it on. And these aren't really the colors my heart's desiring either. But I stuck it out. First I got through like this much, and I was like, no, this isn't it. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm looking for it. And every time I pick up the project, it's not it. I don't know what it is, but I'm looking for it really hard. So I did continue to knit on it, and I am just about up to my cuff. So this was my week of knitting. I debated doing an afterthought everything, which is where I would mark where I want to do the cuff, and I would start knitting the next sock. And I really have been debating it. That's what I was going to do. Now I'm a little bit torn. I'm like, why don't I break it up a little bit and do the cuff? And then I have another pair of needles that just became free. So the minute I chop, well, actually I could grab them now and do a toe, because that current ball of yarn is not attached. So I could do the toe, finish up with this, have the toe ready, start on the thing, because my issue is that the socks they go too fast because I don't make them very long. They go so fast when I knit them. I know, what an issue, right? Wow, I want to smack myself. There's not as much time in them as there is when you do them two at a time, because it takes you twice as long. And I like walking knitting, where one sock is actually preferable because it's less to finagle while walking and having a dog. So this is Christmas Tree Farm, which looks really pretty on camera, which is probably why I grabbed it. But I was just, I don't know, it didn't check the box yet. I've got an itch I can't scratch. I can't figure out what I'm looking for. I don't know what I want from it. I don't know what colors I'm craving, but there's something missing and I just want it. I don't know, I'm just having a very weird moment. And I'm using a Christmas tree from Simply Serving with little, yeah, there it is. Little snowflakes on it. My nails are actually, they're growing out, but they still look really good. This is, I want to say it's Sparkle & Co. that did this dip. It is I think it's called Ruby Slippers, first off. think it's ruby slippers. And honestly, I don't think that could be more perfect. And look how like sparkly it is. It's really perfect for the holidays, which is why I picked it to go from my Snow White, which I thought it was good because of the red lipstick, Snow White to November. But this is like perfect Christmas, especially when you add like white in there. You have like a white nail. So good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I only did one dip with these too, just one and then coat it over. So I tried to not make them as, why do you care? I'm gonna tell you anyway. I tried to not make them as thick as the last time because I had a lot of trouble getting the nail polish off, which I normally don't. And I think it could have been a combination of, I had dipped that gray several times. That's one. Two, I was using what said was acetone, but I really don't think it was a real acetone. I think it was a problem. So, there's only one coat on this, and, I bought the acetone that I prefer, so I'm going to go over and do that again. But maybe not for another week, which is nice. So yeah, I have a little Christmas tree from my Christmas tree farm. Christmas tree farm. It's super cute. I think I have 3 of her Christmas tree cookie colorways, charms, and they always make me really happy. So never regretted. But yes, uniqueness with fiber, has this super fun bag from a little while ago. I'm not sure if this fabric is still going to be available this year for people to be buying it and making things with it, but I love it. It is, these are some of my favorites. And then the fact that the gingerbreads, the houses came in, this is just like, I love this so much. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. Maybe I'm looking for these colors. I've got another one. It's not letters to Santa. It's something about Santa. It's up there. It's up in my stripy bins. This is my Christmas bin over here. Yeah, that's a stripy bin. I think it's this one here that I debated also casting on. It has like mint, gold. Yeah, I'm just having a moment. And then I've got Hannah skein over here, and I think I might pair it with this teal, or I might use the toes. I jammed the sock in here when I didn't want to knit it. I might rip it back and use those gold toes and be able to just start 2 at a time birthday socks with my birthday cake golem, which is pretty cute. And then I was thinking that maybe I would make those socks patterned, like the heel toe dotsy do, have it go like that, which actually looks best with striping, so maybe not. And then what else? I really love Mercury socks. They very much make things one more row. But my birthday's in December, and so birthday socks should be warm, which means I probably don't want to put holes in them. The struggle. And then I have some stash acquisitions. So I've got some yarn, I've got some makeup, and then that's everything. So I'm gonna take these and jam them into my working bag. Or maybe I need some birds. Maybe I need some birds of happiness. This is my birds of happiness bag. It has several skeins so that I can grab it and do it on the go. And I actually finally refound my little snips so that I have scissors on here. This was the first New York sheep and wool. No. First, try it again. Vogue Knit Live, there it is, that I went to. Oh my God, and here's all the scraps. So here's the scraps of yarn that I have been collecting, and I jam them up inside birds for stuffing. There it is, there's the word. Oh yeah, this is the one I wanted to make. Look how cute that is. It's like a pinky purple. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need a little instant gratification and do some birds. Maybe that's it. Okay, so if you were just here for what I've been knitting, that's everything. If you would like to see what I've picked up, stay tuned. Here we go. So Mr. Postman brought me a beautiful skein of The Night Owl Fibers hand-dyed yarn is Rachel Paulsel from Texas. And this color is Coal in My Stocking. And it's got gray, green, red, white. And I think I'm gonna do it with red. I'm really liking how it looks with my nails. Yeah, I think red. And I think actually I'm going to knit mine off of it and then have the rest of the skein caked into a tube. And then I'll have that for Patrick. It's a really cute one. It's a really, really cute one. So yes, we have that. And then I got a birthday gift from my amazing friend Trish. It's early, but I don't care. I am actually going to, on December 1st, cast on a pair of 2 at a time socks. And I'm gonna knit 1 stripe at a time from Area 51 Fibers. So this is Christmas the Movies. And it's just really, really cute. This is the Sturdy Alien Fingering Sock, which is an 80/20. And it's just these really, really beautiful Christmas colors. And they look like they're going to stripe possibly. We shall see. I think I should do a contrast toe, but I'm not sure. It's an 80/20, which means it'll have about 400 yards or so in this yarn. And it says to work it up on 2.5 millimeter needles, so I can do that. But I think maybe I need to cake these and get them into a cute little bag and get them all ready for Advent, which is happening in like 2 weeks. What? I also have my own Advent. I have the Gilmore Girls one that I never got to start. I meant to start it and like have it all knit up. Life, man. Didn't happen this time. But these are really, really pretty. I'm so excited. Thank you, Trish. My birthday gift is amazing. I'm so scratchy. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and cake these up. And actually that lime green gives me an idea. Thinking like a sour apple green would be really cool. Can be really cool with it. I'll have to hold it up against different colors and see which one seems to look best. Actually, what I will do is I will unroll it so I can better see the colors. And then I will hold the contrast against it until I find something I like. There's so much fiber flying today. I'm whipping things around. So yeah, that's everything in, no, lies. And then another one that I am really excited for. I don't think this one actually stripes. I think it just knits. This is the Signature Sparkle 4-ply from West Yorkshire Spinners. And it is the Silent Night. Ooh, pretty. Yeah. I love blue. Trish knows I love blue. So this is part of my birthday Christmas gift. I'm so excited. I just cannot wait until I can cast this one on too. It's very pretty and I do love blue. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. It's really pretty. Yeah. Oh, so pretty. I don't think it'll go with that one. It's the wrong color blue, but I'll find one. I'll find one for it. I can do that. Yeah. I'm thinking a nice Alice or an ice blue would be really nice with it. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Yeah. So this is Silent Night. If you were curious, I don't, if you look at Tea and Possibilities, which is Nikki, who is Hippie Nikki and Nikki Hippie on Instagram and Ravelry. She has a pair of these going right now, and I don't think they stripe, but they are pretty. So, yeah, very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. So I think that's everything I have. Oh no, lies and slander all over here. So I did pick up one thing for myself from the Izzy Crochet Tools by Baby Crochet. Babby. Ooh, Babe. Yeah. So this is a mold for every single size from a preemie, which is this itty bitties. I can't even imagine a baby coming out that small. Yikes. A preemie to an XL adult that would have like a 24-inch head like my hubs. So it has every single size, if you can see it. And they're all knit, made with this like hard plastic. And I have to read the instructions, but I think my friend Trish said like this hole means that you would start your decreases, so that it tells you the length of it basically from the bottom. And they all have sizes, and yeah, it's just it's really, really good. There's a hole at the bottom, so you could like hook a loop through it, like a metal loop, so that you can keep them all together, which I think I might do, so I don't lose any. But this is awesome. It was a bit expensive to get it here with the shipping, but I will never have to buy it again. So considered it an investment in someone's business. But the hard plastic is nice. Really nice that it's not paper, so it can't get damaged or wet. And I'm really excited to try it. So the idea is I will never have a hat that doesn't fit again. We shall see. At least I'll know exactly what size it is, and then like what age it should go to. So the age size is gonna be very helpful. Very, very helpful. Ooh, so excited. So yes, I got this in the mail as well. And then as far as makeup, I will have a Makeup with Meg in a minute. But I did go ahead and order the lash glue liner from Kiss. I have been dying to try this. I don't know about you, but I get tons of ads on Instagram, and this one is one in particular that gets me a lot. And it's just like, I love doing this new liner thing where you just like line your eyes and you smack on the lashes and then you walk out of your door. You're done in 2 seconds. It's really so much easier, especially if you do liner often, which I do. So I have to say I'm super thrilled with them so far. I did trim down my lashes. That was my issue yesterday. My eyes kept watering because the corner points of my lashes were too long and they were irritating the inside and outside corners of my eyes. You have to cut them sometimes. I have tiny eyes apparently, so I just trimmed one little nub off of each size there. You can see them. Just trimmed a little bit off on either side and I feel much better. When I mean either side, I mean the outside corner of each lash. Leave your inside corners alone. They tend to taper, so they're a little bit shorter and they look better that way if you leave them. So cut from the outsides. Anyway, you're gonna hear all this in a minute when you go to Makeup with Meg, so I'll just leave you with that. I'm a fan. Yeah, if you wanna hear more, you can just stay tuned. And I think that is everything. Oh my gosh, that went fast. Sort of fast. That went fast, like an hour fast. And with that, I'm gonna go clean my kitchen a little bit and work on my statement of intent and apply for a scholarship and try to get some laundry done and die a little bit inside. I need more coffee. Okay, so with all of that, I hope that you are doing well and remembering to take it one cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be. And I will see you soon. Bye. Hello and welcome to Makeup with Meg. I'm shooting this bit first because I don't have anything on my eyes yet, and I figured why not give you an idea into what I'm thinking today. So I've already put on all of my concealer and such like that. I've lined my eyebrows. I have a little bit of eyeshadow on, but the stars of the show of the day are going to be lashes. I get some questions about my lashes. This one I just picked up off of Amazon. I got it because I was looking for Kiss lashes in bulk bundles, and this one had like 7 different lashes in here, and I was like, okay, well that would be really good because then you'd have one for everything. So I've chosen the ones that I want to try today. I did the middle ones yesterday and they were pretty nice. And I am using a new lash glue. This is the Kiss lash glue in black, and it's basically start with clean dry eyelids, do your glue liner, and then before the liner has a chance to dry, you bop that lash right on, pat to set the lash strip in place, and repeat on the other eye. So it does say to store your glue liner vertically capside down to prevent drying out, and as needed to clean the felt tip with a lint-free cloth. Line your lid generously with as much glue liner as needed for a sufficient base for the width and length of the lash band that you'll be securing. So if you have a very thin band, you can use a very thin line, but if you're going for you know, glam lashes, you might want a little bit of a thicker band. So I am going to attempt to tackle these today, and we will see if Gypsy will stop barking. Okay, and with that, let's get started. I am again using the black. It is a thin felt tip, and this one, I tried it yesterday. It is very sticky. So I have another mirror that I am going to be using this time, and I'm going to start on this eye. I always turn the pen to be the pointy side when I want to do the inside, instead of trying to attack it this way where you might get your nose. I think I definitely got too close to my inner corner here. You shouldn't really feel the lashes. They shouldn't be poking you, stabbing you. That's not it. And this one, yeah, this one is too close to my inner corner. And so the lash itself is a bit big for my eye. I'm going to take it off, trim it down, and put it back on. All right, so I just trimmed this little guy off, and the rest of the lash is a little bit shorter. When you're trimming, always work from the outside in. All right, that feels a lot better. This time I aimed more for the inner corner to the outer corner. Yeah, and it makes pretty big difference, I think. Especially when you're just like looking around, you can just really see these lashes. All right, so then I am going to go ahead and do the other eye. I am also going to do the same thing that I did before and trim that lash. Well, that eye went so much faster. You gotta like work out the kinks when you're first doing pieces. So I am lightly trying to kind of press these together with my regular lashes and the eyelid itself. Now remember, that glue line is sticky, so it will stick to this. So you just kind of want to press it without touching it. All right, Alright, and that's that. So, first impressions. The lashes themselves look really fluffy, and that's nice, but the band of glue at the top is not very flexible. I did try to wiggle it back and forth, kind of like not an accordion, but that's kind of it. It's a slinky, kind of like a slinky, and it just didn't really want to bend, which is, a little annoying. What else? The glue itself is like boss. This stuff feels so sticky when you put it on. It just takes that lash on right away. If you're kind of tugging on it, which you shouldn't, but if you're tugging on it to prove that it doesn't come off, it doesn't, which is pretty cool. It's holding them. I had it on from 12:30 until 4:30 yesterday, and the lash corners, inner and outer, didn't move, which was really nice. My issue was I hadn't trimmed down the lash that I was wearing, and the inner corners were poking me a little bit, and eventually it just made my eyes so irritated that I had to take it off. And it wasn't the glue itself, it was the lashes being too long. So that's really important. If you notice that your lashes have, and I've done this before on different videos, if you can look at, see that? That will poke you, and it will hurt a lot. So yeah, highly recommend before you get started with the glue, just kind of sizing it to your eye, and absolutely always clip those tabs off, because those are not going to be comfortable. And they're going to kind of affect the fit of your lash. What it's hoping to do is give you a little bit more to glue down. But again, if you don't have very large across eyes, it's just not going to be comfortable. But yeah, so that's my spiel with this. I am really pleased with the glue. I'm really pleased with the lashes in general. I think they're good for what they are. $12 box of lashes. They're nice. They're black. They're soft. They're very fluffy. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start the podcast. Thanks so much for hanging out with Makeup with Meg, and I'll see you soon.